Hey, folks, welcome back. This is a very, very special episode of Sports Focus. Cosby. All right, Sports Focus in full effect. Training camps is about to start.
Yeah.
Just like that. Football is almost here.
Finally.
I sound so like, it's here.
Yeah, you sound like the kid waiting for Santa.
Yeah.
He's here. Did you hear the reindeer? Nope.
It's almost here. Football is almost upon us, yes. We're going to break down each of the divisions in the NFL. But first, let's start with the local teams, the Pats, Jets, and the Giants. I had to put that up, guys, because, what the Patriots are doing right now is simply amazing. Because most teams don't do that. They had their run and 1-3 out of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And look, they took 10 years off, and then now they're dominating the NFL with a 40-plus-year-old quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It is unbelievable what Belichick and Brady, constant and what they are doing.
You know what they when those big arm quarterbacks or those smart quarterbacks finally eased off, the Peyton Manning, so forth and so on. And Ben has been on the decline for a minute.
Yeah.
So you have that coach on that sideline that knows what he's doing.
Very smart. It's funny. I watched on the NFL Network the replay of the AFC Championship game with Kansas City. I just wanted to see again, how are they doing this? And Kansas City sucked against the run. And remember, Kansas City are the biggest seat teasers in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So, they ran the ball. Run. Kansas City can't stop it. When it was time to pass, Brady he's on point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just think about it. He had one of the greatest receivers to play in Randy Moss. And you see who he has now as far as receiver. Us Cowboys, we need a number one. And
Right.
Does he have a number one?
Nope. It's all about
Edelman?
the system. It's all
And
about
the system.
Is as Roger Staubach said when he retired from the Cowboys. Trust the man in the funny hat and trust the system.
I will say it till I die. And I would love to get Bill Belichick's take on this. The Patriots are the Terminator 2 from the Cowboys. Because what the Patriots are doing is the same formula that the Cowboys did in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
When they got over the hump with the Super Bowl and, they just was winning, and they go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they lost, just like the Patriots did. But the consecutive winning that the Cowboys did. It's the same thing. Not on the level as far as the championships, because they also had that team, Pittsburgh. So, if Pittsburgh wasn't there, you think about how many Super Bowls the Cowboys of the 70s would have won.
That's right.
Because they went to 5 of them, and they lost twice to the Steelers.
Right.
So, I'm just amazed. And going into this season, how can you go against the Patriots? Really, you can't.
You can't.
When you're saying who's going to the Super Bowl for out of the AFC, New England.
My biggest thing is always, like I tell, and everybody keep thinking I'm crazy. When the coach goes, they go down. And they say, nope, they still have Brady. I'm like, no.
No.
It's the mastermind sitting on the sideline, because what we always say is all about the adjustments for your opponents. And that's what he does best.
I'll take that.
He has two coach in New York and now 6 in New England?
Ridiculous. He about to fill up his whole hand. He about to do the Bill Russell thing.
Yeah, he is.
He going to be like this.
Yep.
So like
Just
Patriots.
think, the Jets are kicking their tail, and I know the Baltimore Ravens are damn near dead for what they did to them. Just think that could have been them.
Could have been Cleveland if Modell would have stayed there. But the
Yep.
Patriots, they already G certified. You know, we don't even know who's on their roster.
Right.
Edelman is the first 3 weeks of the training camp. He's going to be out with a thumb injury. But other than that, we got Belichick, we got Brady. You know,
That's it.
Brady's jumping off cliffs with his little baby. So I mean, he can do no wrong, because Giselle ain't got no problem with that.
Nope.
So, and Kraft obviously don't have a problem with it.
Oh, he too busy down in Florida.
Yeah, what is he doing in Florida anyway? What is he doing in Florida?
He getting the massage.
Oh, let's keep it moving. How about the New York Jets? Le'Veon Bell.
I don't think he has the line that tiptoe around like he did in Pittsburgh, so it should be interesting.
It should be interesting. We got the second-year quarterback, Sam Darnold. You know, a bunch of pieces. They got some free agents. Freaky thing, the coach didn't like all of the signings that they had in the offseason. So this should be interesting. We'll see, because, you know, if they're winning, everything's good. But if they go on like an 0-6 and stuff, it is going to be nasty in Jets land. So we'll see how that turns out. But what even worse is the Giants. I feel bad for Giants fans. I mean, no, I don't. But anyway.
What I like though was that when last season when they started putting it, they finally found the combination on the line to keep Eli upright. Didn't do him too much good, but they kept Eli upright longer. Barkley is that boy's the truth.
Yeah,
that young man
tough.
is the truth.
Yeah, he's tough.
So now you done got rid of most of your other offensive weapons, and you started.
Well, they got Evan Ingram. They got Sterling Shepard. They got to remember, and they do have a Cowboy killer on that roster in Golden Tate.
Yeah,
Remember that. He's had some good games, some real powerful games against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but Golden Tate shows up when he feels like it.
Well, he happens to do it against the Cowboys.
Yeah,
so,
he shows up when he feels like it.
Let's move on with the AFC least. That's right, the AFC least.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the Bills and the Dolphins. This is the most pathetic division in all of professional sports, in my opinion.
Yes, it is. That's
How
why.
you let the Patriots run the table on y'all for 10 straight years.
Yep. The Dolphins at least give them a hard time when they come down to Miami, but nobody else gives them any problems.
Yeah, they need a miracle, the Patriots, when they lose games like how they lost last season. I'm really not, I don't expect much out of any of those teams because they've been so pathetic for the last decade.
I don't know.
You're just giving the Patriots the damn thing every single damn year.
Yep.
And I'll say it until somebody in that division decides to step up and challenge them. Make it tough for them.
Rex Ryan said it when he was the coach of the Jets. I'm trying to do my part. I wish everybody else to do theirs.
Yeah. They need, as a collective, them three teams in that division to go against that gorilla.
Yep.
AFC South. This is a weird division.
Andrew Luck can take
Andrew
this
Luck.
division.
He can.
He can take this division, but these young cats here.
Houston.
Yeah.
The boy that's the offensive line is not protecting him, and he's getting sacked and beat up all over the place.
It sounds like Carr, doesn't it?
Yeah, Derek Carr. Maybe that's a thing in Houston. They like drafting quarterbacks
And then
get
let
them
get
beat up, and they only last like 3-4
4
years. Jacksonville is coming back.
Oh, they have Foles now. That's going to be crazy.
They got Nick Foles. Hopefully, Jacksonville learned a valuable lesson. When you have success, you don't need to talk about it and start bragging.
Then you get punched in the mouth.
And remember that? They started last season. We going to the Super Bowl. We almost beat the Patriots. So that means we going to take that next step. Yeah, right.
And that step home.
Yep, they kept their butts home for the postseason.
Especially Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen, that's right. Remember that? He did the talking about each of the quarterbacks. You talking about, remember that song from Public Enemy back in the day, Don't Believe the Hype? That's exactly what the Jacksonville Jaguars did. Yep. You talk about some humble pie. Jacksonville.
Yep.
Ooh, AFC North. Pittsburgh.
Everybody's talking about these guys.
Everybody's talking about Cleveland.
But I don't think this is the year. I think next year is the best year. I think this year they're going to do a lot of gelling.
Yeah.
And the way homeboys keep running off at the mouth now, because now he's talking about New York Giants fans. Baker Mayfield. He needs to shut his mouth because somebody's going to come get him. So he really needs to shut his mouth.
Be quiet. Shh. Be quiet. Let your play.
And that's a mess.
The Steelers?
Oh, yeah.
The divas of the NFL.
Oh, they're a mess.
He said that about me. I don't like what he said.
Maybe I should just leave. No, I'll be back next year.
I'm going to hold out.
But you get rid of him, I'll stay.
Big Million talked about me. I only got 10 passes thrown my way. Well, I should have had at least 27.
Never lied, man. Never lied.
Pittsburgh, get it together. Y'all ain't built like that. Stop being like that.
That's right.
All right, we got the AFC West. Very talented division. We got Kansas City, everyone. And I told you about Kansas City. Don't mess with them.
I think the Bolts will take this division this year.
They're another CTs and teams.
Yeah, they are, but I think they're going to take it this year.
We'll see. It's going to be topsy-turvy. Let's move on to the NFC South.
You never can count out Breeze and company.
Ain't. You know what? I think this is the year they sort of go down.
You think so?
I think so because the last two playoffs has been horrible for them. Yeah. And I think it's about time for them to check out.
Like them?
The Falcons, ever since, hey, you know the deal. Lose to the damn Patriots.
Super Bowl hangover.
Oh, it's a wrap for you for a long time. NFC North. Now, is Aaron Rodgers going to come back?
Aaron Rodgers is happy now.
He's happy.
But I still think it's going to be those Vikings.
You think the Vikings? You think Kirk Cousins is going to get it together?
I think it's going to be the Vikings.
But you know everyone's talking about Chicago. They're like, Chicago. Chicago got a first-place schedule, so we're going to see how that works out.
Exactly. That's why I'm going with Minnesota.
It's going to be an interesting, the black and blue, Detroit. I don't know what's up with them. All right. What about the next NFC West?
Rams.
49ers.
49ers.
I like the 49ers.
I think
Jimmy, and I like the Seahawks as well.
I think Jimmy is overrated. Before them, it'll be them again.
I like the Seahawks instead of the Rams because I just said previously, once you play the Patriots, you are done. So this is when the Rams take a step back. The money division. The best division in all the NFL. The only division that every team has won a Super Bowl. I don't know. This division is cray-cray.
Like I said, it's been years since they had a repeat division.
It's been since Mcneill'S, Donovan McNabb's, the early 2000s, 03 and 04.
Took over.
Oh.
I still say they're the most dangerous when they get on the road.
The Redskins
are the most dangerous when they get on the road. But it's going to be that battle between the Eagles and because Wentz has something he needs to prove, and he can stay in all season, and he's going to get that MVP finally.
Yeah.
But Mr. Prescott have all the tools, and for years, like they say, Dallas look good on paper. Putting it together on the field is an entirely different thing, so we shall see.
That's Jason Garrett's job. That's his job to do all that because I think Eagles have a great coach.
Yes.
The Giants and Redskins is, The problem with the Redskins, they just can't stay healthy.
Right.
But I feel like this is the Cowboys' division, but it's way too early.
Yep.
They ain't even really start practicing.
That's right.
Folks, that's all the time we have for you. Thank you, Mr. Civils. And the NFL is finally here. Yeah. Bye.